Hey, 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 hey. Let's see. By the way, I know I've got all this ad block stuff, but I pay Twitch money, so they don't have to block me. They don't get to block. They don't get to track me. So I pay them money. That's how I live. That's the life I lead. How I choose to operate. Okay. We are on day 3. Let's tweet about it. Um, TV show. Future Paul. Writing again. I'm upstairs at the gallery this time. And love this. Let's see. So last stream I used Spotlight and it cut the stream for literally the time I had Spotlight open because I was doing some math in Spotlight. So something to keep in mind. Gonna try to keep an eye on this down here, but I'm probably gonna forget. I got Vim working, so it's not it doesn't put in stupid line breaks. At least I believe I got it working. So where we left off. This is the hardest thing for me with writing is like I don't want to sit down and write unless I know exactly what I'm going to do. But because I want to keep writing this, I want to keep going. I need to write even when I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Hopefully, I can figure it out. That's what writing time is for. Is figuring out what I want to write and writing. I can't just rely on wandering around time to solve all my problems. In the locker room, after school, changing track days, girls were, yeah, I didn't quite like this. United again. See, I can use Vim commands like jump around in this sentence, in this line. Let's see if that gets annoying. Never use Vim for prose, but it's exciting. Changing track days, the girls were. What if I don't have to say this because I can just say I'll just do it implicitly, like they are the same because they're gonna wear the same stuff. That's good. Say more with less. Yeah. Okay. So back on track. We're over that hump that stopped me yesterday. The track was still wet. The center was soggy. Somewhere in that field was a cigarette. I don't know what a rivulet is. Well, I'm just going to use that word because it sounds correct. Ran warm up. Ran warm. Oh my gosh. Warm up laps. I don't know if I could pull this off. This is kind of one of these, one of those ideas that I think is interesting for this is in the future, it's trivial to surveil everything all the time. How do you make it not weird, or how do you make it less weird, or how do you work with it? So you can kind of like play dumb and just say like, look, we're not like unless someone like a real person sees somebody do something. For most things, we're not going to pull up video evidence of stuff. I don't know. Is that like totally implausible? And like let high schoolers be high schoolers, but a high schooler murders another high schooler, then we're going to pull up the video evidence and figure it out. Like it's like a way to like it's kind of like a way to allow them to grow in maturity. Like you're still can watch everything, but by choosing not to actually watch everything or pretending that you haven't. So we'll see if I can pull that off. That's good. For me, describing people. I like this one. Heroic size throwers and wizened hurdlers. That is exactly what a hurdler is. Don't tell me otherwise. I had a track in high school. And bleachers. Oh yeah. So one of the things in this universe is that basically every adult has like a computer in their brain that they can just zone out and like look at. So when I mean zone out, I mean this computer in the brain. So where and how do you introduce? Do you have a bunch of people zoned out, and then you explain that later, or do you say they have computers in their brains? How's it going? those computers called? It'd be helpful to have a word for it. I'm guessing I have. Maybe I'll find a proper noun to put in there later. What's up, Leander J? Um, roll call. Is it roll? I'm guessing I must have Googled this when I did it before. How about this? Ooh, look at that. Just working technology and magically. Not even explaining it. I don't know. This isn't. This doesn't help anybody. Oops. See, I know what all these things mean, but I don't think I'm explaining them very well. Let's see. Dog with the shady eyes. Please explain that. What does that mean? That sounds really cool. Um, uprights. Those are tracks. Do you guys know what this means? Please tell me if you know what vault approaches would be referring to in this context. They got pole vaulting equipment out. The uprights were up. Girls were practicing their vault approaches. What am I talking about? This is cool. I like this because I don't want to keep track of a bunch of more characters that I'm not going to care about. So, hey, there's only 2 pole vaulters. Let's give these some new lines. Um, hmm, Simpsons reference. One of Mel Gibson. Huh. Yep, sorry, didn't get the reference. But keep it in mind. Stance pose, no. So, okay, I gotta explain what an approach is. So, approach is when you run the pole vault. You got a pole in your hand, and you run down the track, and you need for your very last step, the one when you power off, like you jump up into the air. That step needs to happen at a very specific point on the runway. That's a good word to include. Um, so you run, and then you hit this spot on the runway. That means that the pole is planted because the pole is a fixed length. The pole goes into the whatever planter trough thing. There's like a metal box that you dig the pole into, and then your forward momentum turns into like a flex of the pole, and you've jumped, and then you swing up and try to go up. So an approach, like long jumpers have this too. You need to figure out exactly where to start so that you can run a fixed number of steps and every time your foot ends up at the very same spot. It's one of the like primary things that you practice in high jump, long jump, pole vaulting is just having a really consistent sprinting stride that always ends up at the same spot. Because if you're too far away, then you take like a half step before it's planted, and then you don't have the right momentum. If you're too close, you plant too early and you haven't had time to jump. So it's something that you just do all the time to try. Oh gosh, come on, Paul. Remember how them works? There you go. 30 feet in some lateral direction. This is again just taking straight out of my life. Like when I started pole vaulting, like that year, there was like a high profile, like somebody died vaulting in like a high schooler, I think, died vaulting. Um, but you know, most people don't die, and that's really fun. So. Oh, this is good. Introducing the parents. Oh, you know what? This would be good. We do some snowflake method and talk about some other secondary characters that are going to show up pretty soon. Care and Grace's dad signed a waiver to spite her mom. So there they were. Oh, this is a good sentence. Good. Oh, risking limbs to fly. Okay, so I introduced Jared right here, but I need to have. I don't want to introduce Jared yet. I want to set up. Yeah, we don't need Jared yet. Need more moon, just regular moon time. Well, our boys. Sorry, I touch my face all the time. This is my terrible habit. Haskell needs to go over there and give him some crap. Because I had Haskell wandered over, and then what happens to Haskell? Paul. Um, and I wrote this somewhere. Do you usually go back through your writings, replace them with more descriptive words? This is me going back through my writing right now. Me copying from something else is me trying to improve upon that last version. This is how screenplays are typically written. You print it out and you put it next to your computer and then you rewrite it completely and it's a chance to improve it. So, what I'm writing right now, I might do another rewrite to improve it again. Um, uh, and a lot of times it depends. If you're writing super fast, you're definitely going to have to rewrite. If you're writing slow and carefully, maybe you'll need less rewriting. I don't think I describe things super well, but also I typically don't need things to be described. Um, but to me, it's not super important that I describe what everything smells like and the geography of everything and how everything's laid out and this is there and this is this color and that's that color. But I need to at least say enough that someone can choose their own geography and choose their own placement and choose their own colors. I need to like put the objects into the world before they're interacted with in some ways. So, and I don't think I'm very good at that. So try to keep an eye out for it. And let me know when you guys are lost, when you feel super lost in space and place and you don't have any visual of your own devising anymore of what is going on, let me know because that would be helpful. Look at all those dropped frames. Oh yeah. Um, oh yeah, I really like this scene. This is gonna be fun. Um, but not yet. Um, just make sure we save every once in a while. I had Haskell like giving them crap somewhere. Um, can I do like overlay? How do you do this? Image. Okay. Browse. Um, photos. Pictures. This is a big picture of myself. Oh, here we go. This is good one. Okay. This is a game I made. We'll look at some of my notes. I store my entire life in my notes, and so like I've got everything in there and like passwords and all sorts of junk. So I don't want to show on stream my um, my actual serious notes. Please don't be offended. Please enjoy looking at a donkey and a basketball and a basketball hoop. Okay. Let's see. So we're good. Hmm. All right. Let's see. Okay. I should really go back to outlining because I need to decide if this is good, if they are going to run into Jared. I know I just decided that they weren't going to run into Jared right now, but maybe they should run into Jared. Okay, but either way, they can at least get in trouble a little bit with Haskell. All right. Hey, we're back. Where did that go? Come on, come on, window man. Why does he? Oh, right. He has a damn sock because they probably left a sock on the. All right. So Andre, they were doing warm-ups. Andre should go grab a pole. So, I mean, as far as I know, I haven't been there. The way you to run on the moon, I feel like you should want to be low. Yeah, you need to be low so that and you need to take these like weird low steps so that when you do push up off the ground, you still can reach your legs out to find the ground. Because if you push up off the ground, now you're just flying and you can't reach the ground again. So I think a successful sprint is you're going to really start really low and you slowly get higher, but kind of try to stay low as long as possible until you jump it. This is I'm just making it up. I don't know the real physics of it, but it sounds plausible, and I think that's enough. This is not hard. Um, Thank you. I tried really hard. Um, Below the ground start sprint. I need to know what. But I always call it the planter box. We'll call it the planter box. I'll put a TBK because we need to fix that. Um, this is good. I don't want to like browse the internet right now, but it's also good because like when you're writing, like if you start checking on Wikipedia for what things are actually supposed to be called, like you could end up on Wikipedia for too long. I'd rather have a research time where I fix these things if they're not too important. So one can trims. In the runway, she chickened out and pulled her pull up so it wouldn't catch in the planter box. Um, I think I can set it so that it doesn't. Someone else told me that they're having a lot of problems with this stream. I think I can set it so that it has like a longer lead time. I'll look into that for next stream or something. She lied in the middle. Luckily, this is not action packed, so it's pretty easy to catch up. Um, time, I don't even know when I started. So I've been doing about half an hour. Cool. His coach, it's a windbreaker that coaches get. Is that coaches ES? Coaches apostrophe S? Whatever. Also, why would you be wearing a windbreaker on the moon? I don't know. You tell me. Whoa. We have dialogue. Oh, yeah, I don't know how dialogue works, by the way. Just a heads up. Don't know how people talk to each other. This is something I don't have to make up dialogue when I write in a journalistic way. I just use their quotes. They're not dialogue. Hmm. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I would like try to mess with it, but then I'm gonna have to like merge the videos if it like the stream stops for a second. I have to like merge them back together when I export it. I will really try to work on it for next time. Also, if you're using Safari, try Chrome. If you're using Chrome, try Safari. I think Safari doesn't let you change the quality options anymore, but Chrome does. So you can do like a lower res. Maybe it'll buffer less. But it's probably buffering on my end because other people have mentioned they've had problems. I don't mind just being clear because I forgot for a second why he had a sock. So it's like other people probably gonna forget why he has a sock. So I'll just say it out loud. And I'm being a little redundant here about moon gravity, but I think people really have to get an understanding that moon gravity is super different than Earth gravity. In fact, I don't really know if you could pole vault on the moon because I don't know how you could really get any speed running. Um, one of the ways, oh, I forgot about this. Oh, yeah. I guess I could put that in right here. One of the ways that you could have speed running on the moon is like a velodrome that they do for bikes. So you have a banked, especially the turn is banked, um, but you really need to keep it like it's always at like a slant so that you have your momentum is pushing you into the track in addition to gravity because gravity is just probably not going to be enough. Um, and the way I was thinking that could work with pole vaulting is that you start, it's like a ramp. You're at the top of a ramp and you, like skateboarding type ramp. Yeah, you basically run down a quarter pipe. And so you've got gravity, but you also have your momentum pushing you into your next step. So you tilt off and then run down this and then like you hit the flat right in front of the planter box, and then you lower your pole and then go. Okay, I want to do that right now. So I need to establish that. Um, The other thing, what they could do, they could just have a banked turn. That makes a lot more sense. So you start out flat, you take a couple steps, and then you're into this banked turn, and then that makes way more sense than start. Um, Maybe this is a little out of place to explain it right here. Hmm. How long will I be streaming? Probably for another 15 minutes. I'm trying to do an hour a day. And I've got a podcast today. And I'm going on a bus for Thanksgiving. Maybe. I think this is pretty clear. You're right, that would be more in context. So right there, the uprights pick up speed and the oval occur and plenty of reach near sprinter speeds. I think this is good. This is in the general, then it's more specific application of this knowledge now that if you go fast, you vault high, and vaulting high is dangerous. Um, then we're back to the personal. I don't need action in the middle of this. All right, we're kind of back on track. Haskell didn't say anything else about the talk. I don't know, this seems abrupt. Haskell's nicer than this. Hmm. So maybe he stays late and just watches them tear down everything and then make sure that they actually leave the dome. Um, hmm. Hmm. See, I forgot about that first person perspective, the narrator perspective. What's that? Streaming. Almost done though. Hey, dead cat. It's pretty good. There's all sorts of words written.
It's so cold in the apartment. I was like, I don't have any reason to go into the city. It's 60 degrees in here.
Um, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is my little brother calling me. See if I can accept this. Arthur? Arthur? Hey, Arthur, I'm streaming right now, okay? You can watch me on the stream, but I gotta go, okay? It's good seeing you. That definitely dropped my stream. Um, but you need to go. I don't know if he would lock the doors. The thing about the moon is that everything is under a dome. So when you start locking things, it starts to feel like you're in just buildings, like you're in the mall. And I feel like you want to leave some things that are just open and they aren't really lockable. You couldn't lock most. guess you could lock a lot of stadiums. Um, no. There we go. That's fun. That's a little bit of the narrator person in there, but not really explicit about it. All right. And now we're back on track for, I think, we're going to go straight to after school. So we've got Jared. Jared shows up and they like run into him. Yeah, we'll just do this stuff. This is them hanging out after school. And then, oh, but they, yeah, maybe this works. They could run in. No. Hmm. This is a tough one, guys. This could be a stream killer. You notice my eye, by the way. I really hurt this part of my body. Um. Oh, okay. We got to leave off here because friends here, and I need to solve this plot problem. I mean, I'll try to solve it on stream, but I gotta go. Thank you.